My name is Leena. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be discussing how to analyze a horoscope for litigation or court case through KP Astrology. Now first understand what is the meaning of litigation, because considering the meaning we will create KP combinations. It's very important to decode query because today every person is facing some problem and that problem is linked with 12 houses and 9 planets only. So we should know basic traits of planets and significance of 12 houses. And then you should know the KP rules. What exactly is KP astrology? How to proceed? What are self-significators? For those who are new, they can check my video, they can check my blog post, and then note down the favorable and unfavorable combinations of your query. Now, before I begin, I want to share that I prepared a reference guide for 9 planets that is completely free of cost. Highlights of 9 planets. So, I would suggest all beginners to download this PDF from my website. The link is shared below. And the reason I have prepared this guide is because it is very important to have complete details of planets. When you see a planet like Saturn and question is of health, so you should know what health issues one will face. If you have to check about career, then I have given all options that are governed by Saturn. So I hope this PDF will be helpful. Now let's come to our today's topic, that is court case in KP astrology. So I have explained this topic in 3 parts. Firstly, I will share the combinations used in KP astrology. Then I will explain how to use it through a case study. And then I will use the same combinations in a Prashna chart, because it is very important to check through Prashna chart. At times one does not have accurate birth time. So it's best to recheck through Prashna chart because that will give you the real view. So let's begin. Now what does litigation means? This is a legal process through the court system to resolve disputes or conflicts between parties. This can be any legal matter like civil disputes, criminal cases, family law issues, and so on. Now, in legal battle, you are seeking justice from higher authorities. So, 10th house. Then it includes stages in life: pleadings, filing a complaint, collect information, make a strategy, redo documents, and evidence related to the case. So this is 6th house. Lot of disputes, disagreements, disappointments, distress. So much of stress. So much of stress is going on. Lot of conflict is going on in one's life. So in KP astrology, 6th house becomes the primary house for any kind of dispute or argument. 10th house is a government authority. 11th house is the fulfillment of your desire to win the case. So if you see a complete combination like 6, 10, 11, then it is favorable. And for opponent or the other party, make a chart from 7th house. So in this case, 4th house is 10th house. So this will become the government authority for the other person. 10th from 7th. 5th house is desire of your opponent. This is 11th from 7th. 12th house is his court case or legal battle. This is 6th from 7th house. So if 6th cusp shows 6, 10, 11, then you will win. If you see 4, 5, 12, then the other person will win and you will lose. Now first step is to check promise in the horoscope. So whenever you have to see the promise, just see the 6th cusp. Like in this horoscope, we will see the 6th cusp. What do we see? That Cancer, Mercury and Saturn. So what's combination Saturn is showing? So these are the combinations shown by Saturn. This is a promise. Now you should know how to use KP technique. You have to highlight the self significators. So only you will make the complete KP script. It says that there can be a dispute and that will be handled through mutual consent. Why I said so? Because I see 5 9 at sublord. But Antardasha, Mahadasha and Antardasha will decide. Okay, so we see Mahadasha is of Venus. In this horoscope, Mahadasha is of Venus. So what does Venus says? Just see the combinations. Here Ketu is giving the results. Okay, so what do we see in Ketu? Do we see 6, 10, 11? Now firstly you will see what does Mahadasha says. See, Mahadasha says that a lot of conflict will go on. Okay, one will go through court case, but what exactly will happen? Here we see that Rahu is involved. So Rahu shows 12th house. And if we see in the cusp chart, we see at 8th house also. 8 and then we see 12. So 8, 12 is involved in Mahadasha. Then you come to Antardasha. Antardasha is of Mercury. What does Mercury says? In Mercury, I see the combination 4, 5, 12. So as I said, 4, 5, 12. So your horoscope becomes weak when it comes to legal battle. So the other person is more strong in this Antardasha. So when Mercury Antardasha began, Saturn got active because Saturn was giving legal issues. Remember we saw in the promise. So when Saturn got active, Saturn was supposed to give legal hassle. So when Saturn got active in Mercury Antardasha, one got into legal hassle, court case. And this shows 4, 5, 12. And see, Antardasha is more important because that shows the ongoing status of a person. So here we see 4, 5, 12. So it is weak. It is a weak combination if one is going through a court case. Now let's check through Prashna chart. See, if a person is not sure of his birth details, then you can cast a Prashna chart. And remember, Prashna chart gives the real view. So after checking natal, it is best to confirm from Prashna chart. Now we see a Prashna chart. Okay, so we will see again, first step will be to check the moon position and its star lord. That will give details. So moon is in 4th house. Position is checked in Bhavchalit chart. Moon is in 4th house and then moon is in Ketu Nakshatra. So we will see Ketu and then see the 6th cusp. What do we see in 6th cusp? Capricorn, Mars and Rahu. Then check 11th cusp. Why 11th? Because 11th is desire. Gemini, Jupiter, Mercury. So these scripts will be read while analyzing Prashna chart. Then check Mahadasha and Antardasha because they will tell what exactly will happen. Keep in mind that you have to take self-significators because at times you miss that part and the analysis can be incomplete without including those houses. So 6th cusp was Capricorn, Mars, Rahu. So we will see Rahu script. See, when you see the Rahu script, you see there's a mixed combination. You see 6, 10, 11 and then you see 4, 5, 12. What exactly will happen? Here comes the main confusion. But remember, this is a promise. Dasha will tell. Dasha will be analyzed completely. Then see the 11th. That will tell about the desire. So this is showing, yes, there are chances that one will win. Now come to the 11th cusp. That is Gemini, Jupiter, Mercury. So we will see Mercury. What does it show? Mercury is showing weak combination. Because we see 5 here. And towards end, 8th house is there. So 5, 9 and 8 is there. So 8 will always add delays and lot of humiliations, frustration. Things will not go in your favor. Remember that. But towards end, one is gaining. So what exactly will happen? Again, the Dasha will tell. So don't get confused when you see so many combinations. You have to give some time, and this can only be attained with practice. Lot of practice on one topic only. If you are looking at litigation, see 10-20 charts. Then you will have an eye to read the correct combination. The sublord is supporting or towards end it is negating. It looks one will win the case. But what exactly will happen? What did moon say? What did sixth cusp said? And 11th desire. Will his desire will be fulfilled, or will the opponent's desire will be fulfilled? Now come to the Mahadasha. Mahadasha was Ketu. At the time of this Prashna, Mahadasha was of Ketu. So Ketu, what does Ketu say? Now you see the combinations. 4, 5 and towards end 8. So this is showing this is weak. Okay. So then come to the Antardasha, which is most important. Antardasha is of Mercury. Again we see that 5, 8, 5, 9 plus 8, that is there. So we do see 11th house is there, but 4, 5, 8, 12 is majorly seen. When you will read this Mercury script, this Mercury is self-significator. And Mercury involves and Mercury is seen at 4, 5, 8, 11, 12. You can see over here also. Just see Mercury. 4, 5, 8, 11 is also there. 12. So 11 alone will not help. This is the most important part. So we see 4, 5, 8, 12 is majorly seen. See this video very slowly and patiently, then you will understand this topic. Okay. So finally this person lost the case. The case was related to property. And 5, 9 over here states that they preferred to withdraw the case, as a legal attorney was misleading, giving such options where they could be landing, sitting in court every day only. So you see the 8th house is involved. Okay. And 8, 11 states delayed judgment and then painful completion, because 8th house is involved. But yes, they got rid of the court cases. This way I've explained how to analyze a horoscope. If one is facing court case, you can try in horoscopes, follow the steps. If stuck, you can ask your doubts in comment section. And lastly, I will say that follow complete steps. This is that you should know what is self-significator, what does Star Lord says, is sublord supporting, then see unfavorable or favorable combinations, then read the Antardasha planet, and then transit. So this seems to be a little complex, but when you get into practice, you are passionate, you get the results. I'll be coming with more videos. Till then, keep learning and practicing KP astrology.